our next activity is this one here. And if you've got the resource pack, then find this drawing here. If you haven't got the resource pack, don't worry, just grab a bit of paper. Okay, so what is alopecia? Sometimes immune systems can fight things that we don't want them to fight. Now, my alopecia is caused by my immune system overreacted when I got a virus when I was younger. And instead of just fighting the virus, it also decided to fight other things in my body. And one of the things that it did fight was my hair follicles, and that's what these bits are here. These are called hair follicles.
They look things that look like worms.
They do a little bit, yeah. Well, this is the hair here, and these bits here are the hair follicles, and the hair follicles are what sort of hold the hair into your head. Okay, and my immune system decided that actually it wanted to fight, it wanted to attack my hair follicles, and that caused my hair to fall out. Okay, now this is an important piece of information for anybody watching our film, because one of the key things is to understand what alopecia is to begin with. Okay, now different people have different triggers for their alopecia. Some people might not actually know why they got alopecia in the first place. Sometimes it's because of a shock. Sometimes it's because of stress. And sometimes it's just because that's what our immune systems decided that our bodies were going to do. Okay, so it's important to have a little bit of science, a little bit of information in our film. But what we don't want is it to become really dry and really boring, and for people to stop watching it because they'll get a bit
like, that's boring, I don't want to watch that.
And they'll click on, exactly, especially if it's on the internet. As soon as something gets slightly boring, you click onto the next thing, don't you? So we want to have some really interesting drawings and some really interesting animations to go with this. So what I would like you guys to do is to draw what you think that your immune system looks like when it's attacking your hair follicles.
I don't even know what an immune system looks like.
Well, no, but it doesn't really matter because you can have some fun with it. So it can look like whatever you want it to. So we're going to have some voiceover over the top of this little bit of animation explaining what alopecia is, and it's going to have some children's voices explaining what they think alopecia is and also what might have caused their alopecia. Okay, so but we want some exciting drawings with it. So what I would like you to do is to think, what do you visualise the immune system looking like? What do you think? At the top of your head. What do you imagine it might look like? It could be anything. It could be a little monster.
So squiggly, and it has 4 eyes.
Okay, do you want to draw it then?
Okay, what, on there?
Yeah, so you can draw it here. Okay. And at home, you can draw your immune system being anything you want. It could be a monster, it could be a dragon, it could be a knight with a sword, it could be a hairdresser, it could be somebody with a pair of scissors. Oh wow, okay, what's this?
It's got wings.
It's got wings, okay.
Really sharp wings with little claws on them.
Like that.
Because he's really big, when he flaps, he accidentally chops it all off.
Okay, so it's actually, your immune system monster is actually just really clumsy and accidentally did it. Okay, I like that. What will happen when you've done your drawings, I'd love you to send me some photographs of it. If you photographed your drawings with your phone, that's great. If you do that, can you make sure that you've got a reasonable lighting beforehand so you haven't got any shadows on your drawings? Maybe put it by a window with a bit of a soft light on it, and take a photograph, and then you can send that to me by email, or you can WhatsApp it to me if you want to, if that's quicker. Oh, I like its toes. Grumpy monster. Oops. Okay, at home, if you colour your drawings, what would be really, really helpful is if you first off take a photograph of it before you colour it. Okay, so we can call that the Oops monster. There we go, he's rather good. Okay, now if you colour him in, we've also got a version that's uncoloured as well, which is kind of handy. So once you've finished your drawing and you're happy with that, take another photograph and make sure you're holding your phone really nice and still, or your tablet, or your camera, whatever it is you're deciding to capture your images on. Now what will happen once we get your images is Emily Martin, who's our illustrator, is going to work with me, and we are going to decide what the film's going to look like, and we're going to pick out different bits of different people's drawings, and we're going to bring them to life, and we're going to animate them, and so everybody's work can be part of the same film.